Hey guys, it's Melanie. Welcome back. I hope you had a fantastic week. Happy Friday. Yeah, it's the end of another week and it's time to do ye olde weekly beauty chit chat. So we are going to go through all of the random, frivolous, completely unnecessary beauty products that I was loving over this past week. I have some new things to share. I have some old faves, and as always, I will link everything in the description box right below this video. Let me know what you were loving this past week, and I hope you have a great weekend. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're gonna get started with the perfume picks because there were definitely two from this week. The first one I'm gonna mention is the Alt Cherry Lightning. So this is the very first, well, I bought three. I placed my very first order with Alt. This is a fragrance dupe company. I'm sure most of you guys are familiar with Alt. I typically tend to purchase from Dossier, but several of you have asked me to check Alt out. And there are some fragrances that I am interested in, the dupes for, that Dossier just does not carry. So guess who does? Alt. So anyway, I did an in-depth review of their Cherry Lightning, which is a dupe for the Tom Ford Electric Cherry. I believe this is one of the newer fragrances from Tom Ford. So I discovered the Electric Cherry when Craig and I were downtown in early April. We were going to see a show at the Schnitz, but we had some time to kill before we had to get in line. And so I was like, let's go to Nordstrom's. Why not? Craig found himself a seat in the shoe department and was on his phone. And I was like, I'm gonna go hit up the Tom Ford lady and smell some perfume. And he rolled his eyes and was like, are we going home with another perfume? And I said, you're in luck, mister, because no, not today. They are not cruelty-free, so I'm not gonna be buying one. However, just a quick side note here. If you are looking for Tom Ford fragrances, if you don't care about cruelty-free or anything like that, Costco online has several Tom Ford fragrances, and the price point is way less than the retail at this point. So definitely worth checking out. They don't have like a ton of fragrances. They do for sure have the Peach Smash. They have the Soleil Blanc, and I think there's a few more, but anyway, they are the like larger sizes of the Tom Ford fragrances, not like the mega sizes, but you know, like I think it's like the 1.7 ounce size, and they are significantly less than like the regular retail price. So anyway, just a little tip for you. If you have a Costco membership, you do have to have a Costco membership to purchase them though. So anyway, but Tom Ford's not cruelty free. So I was talking with the Tom Ford lady and I let her know right away. I was like, look, I can't buy any of these. Tom Ford's not cruelty free. And she was like, oh, that's fine. I'm bored. Let's smell perfume together. So anyway, Electric Cherry was the one that she was like, you got to smell this. It smells really good. And she was so right. Oh my gosh. It's beautiful. It's such a gorgeous fragrance. In fact, like I kept smelling I still have them. These are all the little sample things she gave me. I kept smelling the Electric Cherry when we were sitting in the show, and the dude beside me was like, what are you doing? I was like, smell it. It smells so good. Absolutely beautiful fragrance. So immediately when we got home, I was like, I gotta see if I can find a dupe for it, and Alt has it. So that was a very long explanation as to how I ended up here, but I don't know, I like to share these stories. Is this spot on? Not exactly. It's very, very close. Definitely check out my in-depth video. I will link it down below. I'm not gonna like get into all of that, but I've really been enjoying wearing this. This is a lovely scent, and the lasting power, I would say, is pretty good. I will tell you, if you are looking for a long-lasting perfume, check out their Duchess, which is this is a dupe of the perfume, I think it's Parfums de Marly, is it? The Delina fragrance. Everybody loves Delina. So this lasts so long on me. Like, I think I could smell this like 8 hours later and very distinctly still smell it on me. I don't know what they used in here, but they did not use that in here. The lasting power I think is okay. but also it's way less expensive than the Tom Ford, so definitely worth checking out. This is lovely, you guys. If you are into cherry fragrances, that is absolutely worth picking up. Take a look at the fragrance notes, and if they appeal to you in any kind of way, I think this is a great, decent dupe of it. Is it spot on? No, and I think the most discerning of palettes out there are probably gonna be like, no, it's not close enough for me. But I think just in its own right, it's a great cherry fragrance. It really does start out with that like maraschino cherry note, and it's fun. It's a great summertime scent, and it's a lot more affordable than a lot of other perfumes out there. So yeah, check them out. The other perfume that I want to mention is the Maud Blush. I believe this is called Maud Blush. This is from Ariana Grande. And my favorite perfume from her is definitely the Cloud. Why is this not coming off? There we go. But this is lovely. If you are looking for a light, fun, airy, vibrant spring, summer, lighter floral, you should check this out. I think the lasting power on this is, again, decent. Is it the most long wearing? No, I actually think that the Cloud wears a little bit longer, but this is just a great scent that you could just like entirely spritz yourself with, and I don't feel like it's too much, you know? And I also like the fact that there's a nice light mist that comes out. This is really delightful, you guys, and if you're looking for something new, I got this in a set of, the set was this and also the Maud Vanilla. I love the Maud Vanilla, and actually if you mix them together, perfect. So you can find Ariana's fragrances, I think at a few different retailers, but I always buy her stuff from Ulta. So anyway, Ulta does, I think, still have the set of 2. They really layer beautifully together, so definitely worth checking out. This is not my favorite bottle that she's ever done. Honestly, it feels kind of cheap. It's very plasticky, but the fragrance itself is lovely. And actually, this is the smaller 1 ounce size. I would consider purchasing the larger size after this because I really like it. It's kind of fun, a little different. Let's keep going with the smells, shall we? And we are going to discuss Lumi. All right, we have all seen the bazillions of ads for Lumi. I think they even like had like a commercial in the Super Bowl. I don't watch football, so, but you know, Rihanna was on, and Craig watches all of the sports, so I was just like, hey, here for the ride. But this company has an incredible advertising budget, clearly. So I've been interested in trying their products for a while. Full disclosure, I am someone who has used antiperspirant for pretty much most of my life because I'm not an excessive sweater. I sweat what I would consider like a normal amount, but I get massive rashes on my underarms when I sweat, and that's just the thing. And those rashes suck because they're angry and red, and I just want to like scratch my armpits off. It's not pleasant, and because of that, I have tried multiple times throughout the years to switch to natural deodorants, and I know there's this whole purge process that happens, and you have to do it for a while, and I have gone through all of that multiple times with different tubes of deodorant, but nothing has ever really fully kept the smell at bay. And I'm not even like a super smelly person. Like, that's the part that always got me. I was like, I feel like this shouldn't be that hard to cover up, but most natural deodorants just do not work for me is the moral of the story, right? Like, I've tried the Schmidt's, the Narrative, like, no, absolutely not. So far, so good with this. I decided to pick up the toasted coconut because that smells amazing. And now I have not exercised this week. I should be exercising because I'm totally PMSing and it always helps. But I was like, I just don't feel like it. So I have not worn this during a workout. However, I will say there is no smell whatsoever. Like, I can't smell myself at all. And I even asked Craig, I was like, do I stink? I'm trying a new deodorant. And he was like, no, you smell really good. So this is fabulous, you guys. They have a few different fragrances and they're in Target now. So you can buy this at Target. And what was the price point? It's kind of expensive. It was like $14.99, I think. But yeah, I don't know. If you order from their website, I think they give you like a deal, like you can do like a bundle or something. And for the longest time, I was thinking about doing that. But then I was like, no, I don't know that I want all like the other stuff. but I really like this so far. Now the real test will be how my underarms do when I really start sweating. Is it smart to start this project right before summer when it gets really hot? This is probably not a good time of year to start testing this, but let's try it, right? Come on the journey with me of trying to be the crunchy granola mom that I've been trying to be my whole life. And I don't know, I always fail at it, and it's fine, but I like to try. Have you tried Lumi? What is your experience? I got kind of a 50-50 response over on Instagram when I shared this on my stories. Half of you were like, it's fabulous, this changed my life. The other half were like, yeah, no, didn't work for me. So please comment down below, let me know. It says 72 hours of odor control. I haven't really tested that because I shower every single day, but I can tell you I did not smell at all. And that toasted coconut is delightful. Like nutty toasted coconut scent is the perfect description for it. It's so good. So yeah, anyway, speaking of delicious smells, let us discuss 2 new Tree Hut scrubs that I picked up. I bought these at Ulta. The Peach Sorbet. Okay, this is an amazing peach, you guys. I've been using this one in the shower pretty much most of this week. I like to use these Tree Hut Shea Sugar scrubs right before shaving my legs. It gives me a much closer shave. But this peach is lovely. I actually have a little blob of it on the top here, so I don't even have to open it, but I will open it. Oh, this is that really sweet peach, like the Haribo peach rings. That's what this reminds me of. It's really, really yummy, you guys. Some people have told me that when they smell like artificial peach scents that they come across as BO to them. I can kind of understand that, but I feel like this one here, I don't think that you would have this experience, but you know, obviously if you don't like anything peach, this is not the fragrance for you. But if you've struggled with peach in the past, I think this is one worth sniffing out because it smells so summery, so juicy, so sweet. And it just smells like the Haribo peach rings, which is one of my favorite snacks to eat. Also, now I haven't actually used this one, but I can tell you guys about the smell, and it smells amazing. This is the It's Our Birthday Woot Woot Have Some Cake Shea Sugar Scrub. Oh, you guys, first of all, does it smell like birthday cake? I don't actually think it does, but it has this really nice, like toasted, again, like toasted coconutty type smell. Oh, it's heavenly. Like this is a very warm, summery type fragrance. I do think this gives off coconut vibes for sure, so it definitely is in line with my love of all things coconut right now. The consistency of this is a little different from the peach, but yeah, and this has like fun little, looks like little confetti sprinkles in there, but yeah, I love these Shea Sugar scrubs. These are fantastic to exfoliate your body, especially right before shaving. I found that this gives me a much, much closer shave. So, and these are quite affordable. They're right around 10 bucks. One of them lasts me quite some time. You don't need like a ton of products, so that's nice. I like. You should definitely worth checking out those 2 scents especially. All right, let's talk hair stuff. I've mentioned this before. I really, really like this. There are weeks where I'm like, I want to use this all week long, and some weeks where I'm like, oh, I want to try something else, or I want to like finish this other thing. But I've really enjoyed this, and I see myself repurchasing this as soon as I'm done with it. This is the Grow Gorgeous Intense Thickening Spray. What I think I like best about this is actually the mist that comes out. It is the finest mist, and it just distributes the product through your hair so evenly and beautifully that it makes like blow drying my hair after even easier. Yeah, I will say, so this Intense line from Grow Gorgeous has a very strong, kind of somewhat masculine cologne type fragrance to it, and I will admit that it's somewhat intense. It doesn't linger terribly long after styling my hair, but can I still smell it a little bit? Yeah, a little bit, but it's not like, it doesn't smack me in the face, right? Like it's not like I'm walking around and people are like, ooh, you smell like a man. But the thickening and volumizing that I get from this, and the way it so evenly distributes through my hair, is just fantastic. And so if you can get past the smell, I really think this is worth checking out. You can find Grow Gorgeous again at Ulta. Gosh, we love Ulta, don't we? Although mad props to Sephora for actually having a hair event. Yeah, they're offering 50% off. So check out your app on your phone. There are Pureology and Virtue are the two brands that I'm kind of interested in. So, and those sales should be coming up. So anyway, let's talk a couple of makeup items, and then I have two kind of skincare items to mention, and then we are all done. Nutty from Wet n Wild. I've gotten some questions about what eyeshadows I've been wearing lately, and I've been reaching for this quite frequently. So if you've been wondering, maybe it was this. I like just putting this on my lid and then working a little bit of it into my crease with one of these like 217 style brushes here. This one happens to be from Zoeva. This is their 227. But anyway, you just, yeah, look, it's on there. This is just Wet n Wild Nutty. So I will just work a little bit of that into my crease, kind of do some crease work, if you will, and then pat on like a heavier layer of this, of course, over a primer on my lid. And it's such a pretty look. This is like a gorgeous, like bronzed taupe, if you will. And I don't think these are 99 cents anymore. For the longest time, these were like 99 cents. I think they're like $1.29 or something now. But I love these. These are great. Their Brulee is fabulous for setting your eye primer, and it helps things blend out beautifully. Plus, it's just a gorgeous highlight shade. In fact, I think I need one. I don't think, I do not have one. I should go get one. You can find these everywhere. Walgreens, Rite Aid. I don't know. It's Wet n Wild. Ulta probably has this. And then for lips. Okay, I have been enjoying just doing a lip liner and then filling my lips in and then going over with like a little gloss. Today I just used actually the Viseart Lip Oil Moisture Boost Lip Shine Oil stuff in the shade Petal. So that's what I have on today. But just like lining my lips, filling them in, and then going over lightly with a gloss has been a great, it's a nice opaque lipstick like look without like needing to put lipstick on. Yeah. And anyway, this one here is fabulous. This is the ColourPop Lippy Pencil. If you don't like this shade, oh snap, there's lots of other colors to choose from. Hold on, let me get this back in here. But yeah, these are great. And the only thing that I have found is that the little thing kind of wants to come out, but the actual like product, but I just push it back in. You do have to sharpen these with like a pencil sharpener, which I don't love. I wish it was a twist up, but I don't know, for the price point, which, what are these, like $5, $6, $7, $8, I can sharpen the pencil. So anyway, if you are looking for a long wearing lip option for the summer months and you don't feel like doing like a heavy matte lipstick, try this. It's actually quite lightweight and feels nice on the lips. So there's that. Let's talk a couple of skincare type items. I'm gonna get started with this. You have not heard me talk about these for quite some time, and you have not seen them in my beauty empties for quite some time. These are the Dr. Dennis Gross Alpha Beta Extra Strength Daily Peel Pads. The reason I haven't been using these is because I've been trying some other, exfoliators, and I try really hard to not over exfoliate my skin. It does require a decent amount of exfoliation to look good because my pores just want to clog. Like my pores love to be clogged. So I deal with enlarged pores, so that's my issue. But this is such a great product, and I will always go back to it. Now, these are touted as daily peel pads. Do not use these every single day. One, I think that's excessive, and two, that's gonna get really expensive, and three, is too much. Like I even think that's too much exfoliation. These are great. So it's a two-step process. The first step here is your exfoliate and smooth, and these are nice sized like little towelettes. So I do my entire face, my entire neck, even my décolletage. You wait 2 minutes and then you go in with the neutralizer pad. So same little sheet, different formulation, and you rub that all over your skin. That neutralizes the acids. And then you go on with the rest of your skincare routine, and it is a fabulous exfoliation. They have several different formulas. They have the universal, they even have a gentle formula. So if you have a sensitive skin type, I would say head the gentle direction. But if you are a rhino hide facial skin person like I am, you should just go for the extra strength. These are great. I mean, even the universal works just fine on me, but I don't know, if I see the word extra, I'm usually like, ooh, I love extra. So anyway, these are great. You'll be seeing a lot more of these little empty packets in my monthly empties because, yeah, I've really missed that product, and I just tried really hard to take a break from it, and I was just missing it. And so this week I was like, get back into my bathroom, and I love it. I'm going to be doing an in-depth review of this. I've been testing it over the last like week and a half, 2 weeks. It's the Summer Fridays Shade Drops Broad Spectrum SPF 30 Mineral Milk Sunscreen. Okay, so spoiler, it's going pretty good. I actually kind of like this. SPF is hard for me to find. 30 is my usual everyday go-to. However, if I go outside, I increase my SPF to at least a 44 or 40. You know, I've even had the, this was actually just in my empties, the Michelle SPF 50, their liquid sunscreen. Sometimes I will put that on. I need to buy another one because I just ran out. But yeah, I use a higher SPF if I'm actively outside doing things, but just for like the incidental, like everyday exposure with, you know, like running to the store or running to work or whatever, like I feel like the 30 is just fine. I'm also testing some touch-up sprays as well. So anyway, the sunscreen series is coming. I am slowly kind of collecting different SPFs that I think will work for combination to oily skin, which is what I have. So I'm reviewing all of these from the standpoint of this works for my oily skin, because I know it's really hard for us oily skinned people to find an SPF that doesn't make us look even more oily or that just doesn't like slide off of our faces. And so far so good with the Summer Fridays, but that in-depth review will be coming soon. Anyway, that is what I have for you guys. As always, I'm linking everything in the description box right below this video. So if you want to read up other people's reviews, want to know where to purchase these things, check it out down there. And don't forget to let me know your experience with Lumi. I'm just so curious about how this works for you guys. So, all right, I hope you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.